Kojo Antwi is my guest in the studio. Mr. Music Man, welcome.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Great. Now, the first question I'll ask you, where have you been and what have you been up to?
I've been all over the place. I'm like, I always say that I'm like the air. I'm all over the place, but you can't touch me. You can only feel me.
Untouchable.
You know. No, I've been around doing gigs and minding the affairs of GAMRO.
Right.
Ghana Music Rights Organization, working on songs. Been working for the new album. There's a single out there.
Oh, beautiful.
You know, and been doing gigs during the Easter performance, Quo.
Okay.
And then I did a gig in Toronto.
Right.
Not too long ago. So I've been gigging around.
I see. Good to have you in the studios. Hey. So let's talk about last year. Last year, a lot of people were deeply disappointed because a Christmas without Kojo Antwi on the 24th was something else. Yeah. How did that happen?
Well, I've been exploring for this new location, for something that must inspire me. I mean, the kind of things I do is not just you mount your instruments at a place and start playing. I look for the ambience, I look for the stage or the platforms or gadgets that will help you bring out what you're talking about. And I've been doing that for the past 20-something years. I've been performing at the National Theatre, the 24th Kojo Antwi event. Sure, right. And the exploration took me to a place like Accra Mall. Okay. I did it at the food court. And I think the 20th anniversary of this event, we did it at Osu, Oxford Street. Yeah. I've gotten to the point that the National Theatre wasn't offering me as an artist nourishment in terms of gadgets to do what I conceive as a performer. Because when you see the shows, it's not just playing the guitar, but maybe walking on stage on a white horse. Because after the music is, when the music fades, what you remember is the act. That's why it's live event. What you see and the sounds you hear and what the artist on stage does to those sounds and movements and the punches and the crescendos and
it leaves a memory on you.
Correct.
I see.
And so for what I do, I always need that inspiration.
Okay. Great. And I'm glad you spoke about your live events and the things you do. For me, I think that when it comes to live music here in Ghana, you're one of the legends. Now, I'm asking you, looking at what people are doing now in terms of live music performance and all that, what do you say to it? Do you think that we've gotten there yet?
I think the problem is not really what the young ones are doing here. Because what we mostly do is imitate what we see on MTV, what we see being done. I mean, what Hollywood imposes on us. When I say that, I can explain that by saying I belong to the generation that goes to a concert and you want to see a clue plays the guitar so well that you want to go home and find a guitar and start. You understand what I'm saying?
I get it.
But now when you go to concerts, it's like, oh, those on the left say hey, hey, oh, hey, say, you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it is a communication, all right. It's a communication. But I think we're losing it because what we see is what we feel, okay, hey, we're in a bustle. Everybody tries to imitate, and I think the whole world is suffering from that. Okay. Because we're losing out on going to see an opera concert where you see that they play with a special acoustic that you can hear the simplest, the singer tries to hit a particular note, and you must hit that note, and you sit to enjoy that. You understand what I'm saying?
I get it,
now it's like here, every song must be a song that I can dance to. You understand what I'm saying?
I get
so we need to make that differentiation.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
great.
It's good for the industry.
Great. Let's talk about 24th. This year, what really makes a difference? Because from all your conversation, you've been doing this for several years. You took a break last year. Yeah. This year, what should we expect?
Well, I found this new place. I'm in love with Kempinski Hotel. They have this nice ballroom. I hear the acoustics are not the best, but I believe my team can work on it to make it, I mean, something that, you know. And I just stepped in there and I said, wow. The idea started flowing.
I see.
You may not be seeing Kojo Antwi doing those crazy entries, but you will be welcomed to the maestro's joint.
Exactly.
You know? So when it's a complete, I mean, different ball game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And are you doing this alone, or you have some other artists?
Well, there are
you?
some supporting actors. Fia is on, Kofi B is on, Joey B is on. There's a diva coming from Ivory Coast.
I see.
And then there are going to be 2 stages. There's one in the ballroom, entertaining the guests as they enter the place before you're ushered into the main hall. So it's a whole
full package from the maestro himself.
Experience.
All right. Yeah. And Kojo, you know we will not let you go unless you do something for us before you leave the studio.
Oh, I left my singing
you left
at home.
Okay. Why? So
the next time I'll bring you the guitar.
Great.
To hit that note that I was talking about.
Right.
I'm a fan of Kojo. You know, I like that kind of high life, very soothing, scintillating, and that's the kind that when you hear and you have a loved one around you, it gives you that pleasure. So, you know,
right.
Won't miss 24th for anything,
at all.
No.
Yes. And you were telling us it's on Saturday and it's at Kempinski Hotel. Wow. And when does it start?
Well, the gate begins at 7. I'll be on stage by 9.
Okay.
By 9, I'm there by 12 o'clock. Wow.
The show is done.
Yeah.
Wow.
3 hours of solid music.
Great.
Right.
So let's hit on the change, because familiar 24th night, Mr. Music Man Show will drive to the National Theatre, but 2016 it's not at the National Theatre. Don't go there. We're going to Kempinski Hotel, and that's where the venue is. All roads leading to that venue on 24th night.
Yes.
Could we have seen it over and over and over and over again. Now, how big is it going to be? Let's wrap up on this.
Well, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Well, the best yet to
Saturday, I'm looking for that intimacy. You know, having the crowd being part of what I do.
Right.
And I'm doing a lot of crazy things. You know, I'm saying from this time onwards, shows are going to be, you'll be welcome to the maestro's joint.
Right.
So the whole environment will be my joint. It's not just the stage. You enter the ballroom, it's the Kojo Antwi's joint. So I get to do what I know best.
Right.
It's not a performance on stage, including the fans in what you do and making them feel special. That has always been the trick.
That is what does it for you. Getting closer to them, touching them.
Letting them feel very special. Like each song that you do is for a particular person, even though you're not mentioning names in them.
Grateful. All right.
That's the maestro for you. I can't wait for the 24th.
All right. Okay. Right. So that's will do for now, John.
Yes.
That's a wrap.
Absolutely. On a very good note, I'm very excited.
Yes. Right. And maybe Kojo will wish his fans and lovers a Merry Christmas, since we'll only see him on 24th night when he lives here. Right. So Kojo, you can go ahead and wish your fans and lovers, and all those who are coming, Merry Christmas ahead of Saturday.
Merry Christmas to Ghanaians. We've done well with going through these elections and coming out smiling. And so I think the celebration of this Christmas starts with me. 24th, Kempinski. Merry Christmas, Ghana.
All right, and so all road leads to Kempinski Hotel on 24th night, and a great performance. That's the expectations, and don't miss it for anything. Even if you miss 25th, don't miss 24th. All right.